Pedro, God has called you to mission work together with your wife. Do you have any special training or do you just go for it?
I don't have no training at all. And so I just kind of let God do his thing. I just follow where God is calling me. And I know I got a calling into my life and calling into, with my wife. And I get a little carried away sometimes. I would just, God kind of put something in my heart and I want to just go for it right there. I know he's going to provide. And sometimes, you got to be a little more prepared for things, But I mean, me personally, I believe if God's calling me to do something, that he's going to make a way and he's going to provide for everything we need. So I don't hesitate to step in faith. I don't think I do.
Did you have any fear or apprehension when you stepped into this commitment?
No, actually, I was real excited when I was gonna step into the commitment. I wanted to go right there and then, and so actually the missionaries that we were gonna work with, they were like, "Whoa, hold on, just come and check it out for a couple of weeks first," because we really didn't know them. But I was like, I felt that calling so strong at the moment that I just wanted to go. I just wanted to drop what I was doing, and because I wanted to be in God's will, so I just wanted to be there and do what God was calling me to do.
My only fear was leaving the kids behind.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the financial part of it. But God always comes through, and we always, God would always lead us to Matthew 10. He who loves his father or mother more than me, or who loves his son or daughter more than me, is not worthy of me. And we knew that if he called us to it, he'd take care of them. And he did.
Tania, when you and Pedro are not on the same page, how do you not let that divide you?
Can get kind of an attitude. But God puts me in check. I do usually ask the Holy Spirit that if it's something or somewhere he's trying to lead the both of us, I usually ask him to put it on Pedro's heart, and then I'll follow his lead.
When you were on your most recent mission trip, were there any impossibilities, like how are we going to live? What about finances? Can you share any of the examples of that with us?
Yeah, well, there was, and raising the money, a lot of people would raise the money first and then go, but I was like, well, if God's calling us, he's gonna provide. And there was times when we were close to having to pay the rent and bills over there, that we were like, wow, we don't have the money, right? How is this gonna happen? And I don't know where God would, put it in somebody's heart to send a check, and the funds would come in, and there it was. God provided for us every step of the way, so it was amazing.
What was the timeline of that mission trip?
The agreement was to stay 6 months. We thought we were going to stay a year or longer, but we did end up staying the full 6 months. And
well,
then
we agreed to, yeah.
What we had originally agreed to, and then came home and found out the kids had no food, no water. They were struggling, so God called us home when
we needed to be home.
To be home, yeah.
How about leaving home? Was there anything out of your comfort zone? What was that like?
What did you say?
Well, leaving, for me personally, wasn't too hard. I mean, I grew up in Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic are very similar, and a lot of, just the accent changes, but a lot of things are very similar. So for me, there was no I didn't feel uncomfortable or anything like that. I was just actually anxious to go over there.
I felt at home. No air conditioning. Everything's different, but it didn't bother me. I felt great. Just missed my kids a lot, but.
Yeah.